Good evening from Tokyo. I'm meteorologist Jonathan O with Western Pacific Weather. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are. We are continuing to monitor Typhoon Lan, and 24 hours ago we were talking about a very different system, a very strong typhoon with a very clearly defined eye, and you can tell the well circulating clouds around this particular system. But now we're talking about Sunday evening, a storm that is still very strong, but it's losing a little bit of its grip, and it's having a hard time keeping its well-defined eye in place. In fact, here's a look at the enhanced satellite, and notice we're not really seeing much in terms of an eye. It's much weaker, and I think we're going to see this progressing continually as we see the system moving toward Japan. This is likely the last video update that we're going to be doing because by the time we go into Monday night, this system is no longer going to be a story, at least a significant one, as this system will be moving into a more post-tropical cyclone status, or extratropical. Here's a look at the next 24 hours. We look at Typhoon Lan according to the Japan Meteorological Agency. Still very strong, but we were talking about winds of 95 knots Saturday night. Now we're talking about winds of 85 knots or 162 kilometers per hour. It has picked up its movement speed around 40 kilometers per hour to the north-northeast. It will likely continue to maintain its very strong status by the time we go into Sunday night at around 9 o'clock or so. We're expecting it to still be very strong. By Monday morning, it is going to be south and west of the Izu Peninsula, more toward the Tokai region, strong with 75-knot winds by 3 o'clock in the morning, and we're expecting that system to actually make landfall sometime after that. So by the time we go into Monday morning, it's going to still have some significant impact for not only Tokyo and the Kanto Koshin region, but also further back toward places like the Tokai region, into the Kinki region. All of you into Kansai will still see some impact from this as we go into Monday morning. Now, by Monday mid-morning, we're expecting the system to actually be brushing right over Tokyo into places like Ibaraki Prefecture and Fukushima Prefecture as it deteriorates because it is interacting with land. So a severe tropical storm with 16 knots of sustained winds is what we are expecting. And then by the time we go into Monday afternoon around 3 o'clock, we're expecting the center to likely clear Japan in terms of being over, the center circulation being over waters by that point. But we do still expect to have some impact for the Tohoku region, also into portions of Hokkaido as we go forward in time. The pressure when we last talked to you was at 925 hectopascals, down to 945 or up to 945, so it has weakened just a bit. Nevertheless, this system has some significant impact in the area. We've already seen close to 108 millimeters of rainfall just in Tokyo proper. Plenty of rainfall further back toward the west. Looking at the storm alerts here for Japan, and we have now included, we're seeing the Tohoku region now included in the warning area. Okinawa and Amami have been under this heavy rainfall and high waves concern early on, but now we're seeing almost, in fact, all the Kanto Koshin region seems to be included in this. Portion of Hokuriku is still under advisory status, but even further up to the north, getting close past Fukushima Prefecture, into Miyagi Prefecture, we're seeing these warnings in place. So heavy rainfall is the big concern. There is a storm concern as well, and we also have the concern of ground loosening heavy rainfall. That's actually another category. So all of these are scattered all throughout Japan, from Tokai westward into Kinki, Shikoku, into Chugoku, and into Kyushu. You're completely covered under these concerns. And so at this point, you're just going to be dealing with significant rainfall, and further east you go, we're talking about the concerns of potentially heavy rainfall that can lead to some flooding. We're also talking about some significant winds with this system and also high waves. This is the forecast for the next 12 hours, still looking at up to 12-meter wave heights right off the coast of Chiba, the Chiba Peninsula on the eastern side, dealing with potential 12-meter wave heights. That is significant, and that means we're seeing close to 36-foot waves in the area, or at least swells. So you do not want to be in the water anywhere along the Pacific coastline as we go through the overnight period into the day on Monday. Once the system departs from the area, we should see some improvement. But in the meantime, we are looking at that concern. In fact, on the northern coast, in the Sea of Japan coastline, we're also seeing potential wave heights of up to 8 meters. So again, a bit concerned when it comes to this storm. And by the way, looking at some of the wind reports, I was checking some of the wind reports, some places getting anywhere from 15 to 17 meters per second in terms of the wind speed. So that's getting close to around 50 to 55 kilometers per hour. So it's starting to pick up in some of these locations scattered across the central and western areas of Japan. So this storm is definitely making its presence known, and we will continue to see this deteriorating weather pattern from Typhoon Lan as we go through the overnight period. And again, once this system departs from the region, from Japan, Monday afternoon, we should be seeing much better weather conditions. In fact, we're looking at potentially clear skies for areas to the west, in the western areas of Japan, by the morning hours and even into the afternoon hours. Here in Tokyo, potentially seeing clear skies during the daytime hours. So a very different story. In fact, probably much needed sunshine, because we have not seen a lot of sun for quite some time. We saw maybe a day of sunshine last week, and other than that, it's been very wet all across Japan. So hopefully you are now in a secure location, a safe location, hopefully somewhere where you don't have to go out for the evening hours. Be prepared though, Monday morning you'll need to pack your patience, as some Americans like to say. You want to make sure that you are going to be prepared for potential issues when it comes to commuting to work as you go through Monday morning. Now, if you have any pictures or things like that that you wanted to share with us, and if it's safe for you to do so, please feel free to send them to the Western Pacific Weather Facebook page, and we would be able to share them with other folks as they are also watching the storm along with us. So that's the latest from Tokyo and Western Pacific Weather. I'm meteorologist Jonathan O. Hope you have a safe day wherever you are.